Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Clementine Mtesi from Kigali, Rwanda, and I'm here to ask you some questions about the training you are doing.
Yes.
Please tell me your name, your age, and where you're coming from.
Well, I'm called Charles Uragie. I'm from Rwanda, and I'm now 69 years old. And the workshop is good because you have been able to meet some other elders, of whom sometimes even met in other places. And it has taken time today. It looks like it's refreshing and coming together again to deliberate on the issues of the indigenous peoples, especially telling the youth about the beginning of the movement, the beginning and the struggling of the movement. So it is really very good that even the youth are also taking it up. They are really enjoying it, and they can be able to take some information, some skills back home to interview the elders, to interview the members of the community, so that they can also learn what is about our culture, what is about the indigenous culture, and so on and so forth, and other lives, and something like that.
Thank you for your answers. And I want you to ask about your community. What are the challenges that your community are still facing till now, and what are you planning to do about those challenges to overcome them?
I come from the Batwa community of Batwa indigenous people in Rwanda. We have challenges still, like other indigenous peoples, though our issue might be different from them, but we still have challenges. The challenges we're facing today, which is very common among all the Batwa in Rwanda, most of them don't have land. That's a big challenge because that they don't possess land. Another challenge we are still facing, education is very low, and sometimes even it's more than 100% illiterate. People are illiterate. Most of the people are illiterate, and they are not able to really to defend their rights. They are not able to interact to see that their rights are respected, to see that the children are going to school, to see that the harassment they are facing might at least reduce. So as being illiterate, then that brings more challenge about their livelihood. That children are just on the streets begging, their wives are on the streets begging, the mother, the father, the same thing, so that you find that that institution of begging is something that gives the people low dignity, so that they are not really respected for that because they are begging. The third challenge is that they don't have proper shelters, proper housing. So you find that sometimes though the government now in Rwanda has introduced the policy of regularization, we still have a problem when they bring them and then they take them to live or to stay with the other non-Batwa communities people. These people who are decent, these people have got good houses, these people have got land, these people have got money, and for them they don't have money. So you find that in these buildings, in these houses they have given, it's just like an umbrella when it is raining or when the sun is too much. So with that shelter, sometimes the shelters are almost in fact falling them, collapsing, because they have taken time. It is something. It is over. Some of these shelters are over than 15 years, and now they are losing roofs. The iron sheets are getting holes, and when it is raining, you find that the whole house is full or is flooded with a lot of water. That's another challenge. The fourth challenge is that because of that destitution, because of that poverty, because of that lack of clothing, lack of covering, lack of respected, sustainable health, you find that they many times they are sick. Children are sick of pneumonia, malaria because of the mosquitoes. You find that because they are not putting on shoes, you find that sometimes they have even jiggers. So it's a lot of stuff that these people are really suffering. Challenge number 5. Challenge number 5 is about the Mituweli. We call it Mituweli in Rwanda. That is the health insurance. We don't have because of that poverty, and the insurance has to be it's a contribution. There is a sum of contribution, and these people sometimes fail to get that kind of financial contribution to the local Ministry of Health facilities. You find that they have a problem to go to clinics, to go to health centers, especially when the women are about to deliver. So you find that's another big challenge that is causing that. So all of this kind of destitution, all this kind of poverty, this kind of need and the place, you find that there is a problem that we are not even increasing in number. That's why our numbers are always getting down. We have never increased in number. For instance, like today, we are 35,000 Batwal out of 12 million people. So you find that we are also totally marginalized within the problem. The sixth challenge is that we don't have our own territory where we can be together. So we are scattered all over the country. Being scattered all over the country, even the organizations like the Cultural Conservation Act that is trying to see what they can do for them, we find it is a big challenge to help these people who are just scattered in many communities, and so on and so forth.
So even if there are some challenges that your communities faced in the back days, but there are some goals that you have achieved on the rights of indigenous people in your community. How did you go about it, and what was your secret?
That's a good question. And like we have been in this workshop, we have been hearing the different interacts of the elders. It has not been an easy journey that we have covered until today, because at the beginning, first of all, we were not even aware of what was happening, like the world indigenous movements, like other parts of the world. So we started from the scratches. We started from zero. With that one, so we had just to find our way in order to appear on the international arena, just to present our case. So by that time, what we did was, of course, to venture, was of course to sacrifice, was of course not really to give a damn for whatever situation was coming. So we started with the United Nations. I went to Geneva and I met some other indigenous peoples from around the world. I learned from them the little I learned from them. That was the beginning of the tools that I had to use in order to struggle, in order to defend, in order to advocate for the rights of indigenous Batwa. Now, what is happening now? Now, from that time, it is good, because with this international arena and where we meet, I mean, when the global indigenous movement meet, we learn a lot from each other. We learn a lot from different people from the South, Latin America, from North America, from Europe, especially the Scandinavian countries, the Sami, and then from Southeast Asia, they have really progressed. So we learn from them. The tools we learn from them is the tool that I bring back home and I try to use. This is what we are using today. So all those challenges and the achievements we have so far got, it's because of other people, learning from other people, joining hands with other people, sharing knowledge and skills. So that kind of stuff really has been helping us.
Thank you. Another question. I want to know how long have you been in these trainings about the rights of indigenous, and what the advice you can give to the youth so that they can achieve what you've achieved?
I can say it is almost 20 year experience we're working on this. So as we have always been telling you, struggle is struggle. Struggle is not comfort. Struggle is not like taking these sweaters we are taking around. Struggle is not like sleeping where you're sleeping in the hotels. Struggle is a struggle. So what as you as youth picking it from us, you have to struggle. You have to work without expecting wages. We have been working even up to today. We are still working as volunteers. We are working voluntarily to see that we at least achieve some goals of indigenous people's human rights being achieved and recognized by national, regional, and international community. Another thing that I can advise the youth is that your land, you have got technology equipment around you, like today. You have your land. Most of the groups of people you had at that time, they were even illiterate. They needed some interpreters. Today you are not needing an interpreter. You have your social media that can always meet you. We used to have what we used to call teleconference. Teleconference was just somebody sitting in China or in Thailand or in London or in New York. Then we know the time, we are informed the time. So a person like myself was representing, I was representing Africa, other representing the other parts of the world. And this person is sitting in New York. She's talking on the phone. We have all switched to that time. We have taken that time, and then we start. And again, remember the time zones are different, right? Now, then on this teleconference, she could set questions because we would be sent some agenda of the teleconference by fax. I was telling you the last time. Or sometimes when we started getting the email by email, so we know the agenda, we know what kind of questions will be asked. And because remember, when you are using it, you are using the telephone, these mobile phones, it's dangerous to use it for a long time. So we could use that kind of teleconference, just doing the conference, the world, the international conference, the world conference, without even making a step away from your office or home. So this kind of stuff, that's what we are doing. So for you, you have all the facilities around you. What you have to do, you set up a network with WhatsApp, with the emails, with the Facebook, so that at least whatever is happening in this region, whatever is happening in this country, then you inform your fellow youth from other different parts of the world. So that at the end of the day, you all have the collective information that has come from all over. So that's the best way that I can advise that you use the modern technology you have. Another thing I can advise the youth is that when it is time for you to go to the conference, you got a chance, you got funding, we got everything, and you are going, make sure that you really attend, you concentrate on what has taken you. You concentrate, you attend the conferences, you don't miss even a single day or even a single hour. So be punctual, take note, have a notebook, take note of everything that the liberators, the speakers, the information, the what have you. Then you note it, because that's how you learn. That's how we learned. We could hear from somebody from Canada, Inuit, and then we hear that point. You note it down. You have from somebody from Southeast Asia. You note it down. So that when you come back, it is these tools, it is these words, it is these skills of the other people that you have to use. So very seriously, when you attend a meeting, when you are given a chance, when you get an opportunity of finding and attend a meeting, be concentrative, be attentive, attend, and don't miss a single day, don't miss a single hour. Be punctual. When it is when the schedule is from 9, be sure that at 9 you are already in the hall, the conference room. When it is time for this and that, make sure that nothing, no event of that process of the conference that you miss. I know the youth, you like ambience. You like praise, you like to pray, you like to dance, you like to, make a schedule, make a program for that. And again, that one will also depend on the youth you meet. Meet from Kenya, meet from London, meet from Cameroon, meet from Southeast Asia, and so. And then you try to make that kind of network I was telling you. Don't just go to the meeting and then come back alone, without having made friends from all corners of the world, especially when you are in Geneva, when you are in New York, or elsewhere, because you will be attending a lot of conferences. That is part of the advice that I can tell you. So the achievement of what so far we are, it's because we have been meeting different people from different organizations, from different regions of the world, so that we learn from the skills, then we come home and apply them. Like we are here, for instance, we have learned a lot of skills from other people. And these people we can use apply the skills back home, then use them. You see, you have been hearing how people, you have been seeing how people are suffering, you have been hearing what they have achieved, they have been like these elders. Most of the elders have been talking a lot of good, important information that you could take home. So it's really very interesting. And again, the knowledge too you are getting from the elders. It is also something that you have to keep in mind. It is something that you have to take serious. It is something that you have to note it down. You remember, like yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday, when we were hearing about the purple bull. That's a term that is very serious that you have to note down, because even in Africa, all the administration, all the government, all the politics, in fact, is built on that purple bull. Go down, take their land. Go down, rule them. Go down, if they are not Christians, kill all of them, and then take the land, and so on and so forth. We were hearing yesterday somebody was giving us something like this FGM. That during that time of the colonialists, the Christians, when the church heard that they had gone under that process for their children, their girls, they could stop them to attend the church for 6 months. And after that, then they say, okay, you come back, come and join, come. You see now, this kind of stuff. So that was not a punishment. That was not something to stop it. Rather, it was something, okay, go, rest, don't appear where we are, then come back and join the team. So that's something that we have already to learn.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for sharing with us those information. You've already told me about the challenges, things about your community. Is there anything your government is doing about the rights of indigenous in your community?
Well, the government, I can say, as we have been seeing, all the African governments are the same. Some are very harsh towards the indigenous struggle or advocacy or defense for the rights of their own people. But let me talk of Rwanda. One thing, Rwanda, we are three people. That is Hutu, Tutsi, and Twa. That is Bahutu, Batutsi, and Batwa. But today, the government has tried to see how it can amend the hearts, the broken hearts of Rwandans after the 1994 genocide of Tutsi. Because, first of all, the essence behind that, the objective behind that, the reason why this genocide took place in Rwanda, it was one major group that wanted to erase, to finish one or other tribe, ethnic tribe. Now, because of the ethnicity being the reason why people in Rwanda had been fighting, had been struggle, conflicting since, it's because of the ethnicity. So the present Rwanda, the present government, is trying to introduce a policy where we are not mentioning these ethnic groups or ethnicity. Now in Rwanda we are one Rwandan, but then for the Batwa they have given us another special identical name, not even name, I don't know what I can call it, but it is something like historically marginalized people. So we are marginalized people in the society, democratic, with good governance, with development, with whatever, but we are still marginalized, and that is legal. That is a name that is really being included even in the constitution. So that's one thing that sometimes I say that's a positive way that the government of Rwanda might have done, because that marginalization, that bracket of marginalization still identifies us as a certain group of Rwandese who have got special issues to answer. But how is the government answering them? The government is answering them step by step, like by bring them from the forest, of course, because the forests have been declared the national parks, and bring them to integrate them in the major community, also the major parts of the Rwandan society. That's another good thing, because this one means that maybe slowly, gradually, these children are will be mobilized by the rest of the people surrounding them, of the local authority or leadership around. Maybe soon they will be going to school. The shelter that they are being given, which is good to shelter them, although not decent, but at least there is something being done. For that issue, therefore, and for that case, therefore, we cannot really blame the government of Rwanda. It is only the struggle continues. It's for us to continue just reminding, just to identify the issues, just to identify the problem, and then let them know.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for answering all my questions. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you very much for this interview. This is very good.